Hello, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, and that is correct if you'd have guessed it. It's the third Thursday in September, which means it's Ionian Regatta Day. What this is we take our catamarans, we leave the safety of Vasiliki Bay, and we're going sailing around the island of Arcudi, which you can see there. We're going round Arcudi, leaving it to port, and then sailing back into Vasiliki Bay. The complete distance of the race is around 35 kilometers, but with some tactical tacking and jibing, it's obviously going to be further over the water. Here they are, ready for action.
Yeah.
This is going to be sweet.
On channel 71, where do we collect our race numbers from, please? Over.
232, got 16 coming.
Oh, that's better. I think you've got to break it in.
Well,
Yeah, there it is, the Hurricane 5.9. Actually, Thomas. Yeah, go ahead, Tower.
Yeah, I've got a stopwatch if needed.
Yeah, if you've got it on, if you can press the start button now, that'd be ideal. Right, let's go, dude. Just follow your nose. So now we're about a third of the way down the first downwind leg, which takes us to the island. In first place, it's looking like we have the Hobie Tiger of Martin and Gerhard. And then a bit further out to sea, you can't quite see it, but we've got the Hurricane 5.9 of Joe and Connor from Seafarer sailing in Nacra, followed by another Hobie Tiger, which I would guess is Jan and Peter. Then coming back in the fleet, we've got Ronald and Harry on the Pacific, followed by the third Hobie Tiger, which I would guess is Joachim. And who's Joachim sailing with? HARTMUT from Germany. And then further down the fleet, we can't really see very much. So our purpose out here, as well as providing high level safety cover, is also being lead boat or pilot boat. We've got the black flag, which the people have been told to follow. For that reason, we might not get that much interstellar footage of the action, but at least you can get a taste of the flavour. Oh yeah. So here we are, we're at the south end of the island. The water's flattened off a little bit, the wind's bent round, and in the lead we have Martin and Gerhard on the Tiger, and these guys are giving it some juice. Yeah, that's right. Let's keep going a bit. Oh yeah, Gerhard, yeah. See, like a man obsessed. Woohoo! Yeah, let them go. They know they're going. So here in second place, we've got the Hurricane 5.9 of Joe and Connor. These guys are on Superfly 3. He's got his hand behind his head. That guy knows how to party. And he's giving it some sweet beans. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Okay, let's let it go. Okay, so in third place, we've got the new team up, Team Germany. We've got HARTMUT and JOACHIM. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh yeah! And we'll let them go. Here's the Black Pearl, now the lead boat. They've come to rob us of our string. Okay, so in fourth place, we've got the other Tiger pairing of Peter and Jan. They are giving it some serious hammer. Serious hammer. So the battle for fifth place is really heating up, all the way from the USA. USA! USA! We've got Dave and Mark. Woohoo! Giving it some serious action on the Pacific there. We've got Ronald in sixth position with Captain Harry. He's ordered the coffee on his Pacific sabbatical. So it looks like Ronald came a little bit closer into the island. So he's not got the sweet wind, he's still waiting for his coffee. So here we are, seventh position on the water. First boat not to be carrying a spinnaker at this point at the south end of our Kudi. We've got all the way from Sweden, we've got Thomas and PIPPI giving it the big beans. Protest. You came for the coffee? Again, it looks like they've come in a little bit too close to the island and are getting impeded by some seriously gusty wind there. So here we've got 8th place on the water at the south end of the island. We've got Ben and Eva from Germany on the 16. They've found a nice bit of breeze there close in. Some sort of acceleration effect off the island, and they are starting to put the hammer down. This close into the island, but it really is a way up between wind and distance. But look at that, champagne sailing there out in the Ionian Sea. And let's let them go. So here we go, still inside the top 10, 9th position on the water. We've got John and Alison from Brighton in the UK. Again, the way up between gusty wind and distance is a factor here, but there's champagne sailing for everyone. Juicy gust coming. So here we are, keeping it inside the top 10. We've got Peter and Will on the Pacific. They've been suffering from no spinnaker, but they can still pull this back on the upwind, because why wouldn't you? The island a bit, so yeah, we turn left a little bit to get a bit of distance. Okay, so here we are, we're halfway up the windward leg. The wind's increased a bit now, probably about 16 knots. There's a few lumps in the ocean, and here we are catching up. Yeah, about there, that's good. With Thomas and PIPPI on board the 16. First 16. Okay, let's just stop there. Woohoo! So here we go, still in second place in the 16 fleet. We've got Ben and Eva from Germany. They are absolutely reveling in these conditions. Very nice. Let them go. So as well as the catamaran race going on in this Ionian Regatta, we've also got a yacht race going on where in the distance they're all heading down to Arcudi now, where we've just been. We've got about 35 yachts, some flying spinnakers, some just 2 sails. Traditionally this race has been going on, and the yacht race has been starting from Nidri on the island, but this year there has been a change of scheme, and the yacht race has started from Vasiliki Bay as well, and it's really great to have so many yachts joining us for this first, I'm not going to say test run, but prototype event with this new format. So they'll be ending up in Civita, which is down there. Our boats would normally be ending up in Civita, but today they're not because we've got a pretty juicy forecast with a bit of weather tomorrow. So all of our boats are going back to Vasiliki for the evening. And that's where we are right now. So here we have Team Brighton on the 16. Third in the 16 race, going very nicely inside the top 10. Heading off to Kefalonia for a pint, I should think. Okay, let's let them go. Oh, stabilisation. Okay, and here we have in 10th place the Pacific team of Peter and Will, giving it some serious beans there. It looks like they are closing the gap with the 16. Can they get them before they get to the finish line? Excuse the shaky footage. Okay. So here we go. It looks like we're having a bit of a battle royale here for 10th place. We've got John and Ali in the 16, and just behind we've got Peter and Will on the Pacific. Peter and Will are closing the gap. I think John and Ali are feeling the pressure. Let's see how this pans out. So I heard that there was a disaster towards the finish.
No, not for me. The disaster is for Mark. He's disqualified.
What did he do?
He hit the mark, so yeah, it's the end of the game. He's been on the water the whole day for nothing. So yeah, it's okay by me, but it's a pity for him. Yeah. So he's very sad
for Mark. Yeah, we really try to avoid him. But yeah, well, it's a pity.
So it's a pity for Mark. Depends on what the race committee's decision is with the witnesses, but definitely Team Sabbatical keen to get Team Mark / USA kicked out there. Thank you very much. Hey Benedict, so how did that go for you? And hi Eva.
Hi.
Team Germany.
The capsize training was totally in vain. We did not capsize on the race.
Yeah. How was that downwind leg to the island?
It was wonderful. We followed the Swedish people. We followed Pippi and Thomas. We are the copycats.
Good choice. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so here we have Peter and Jan from Team Tiger. How was the downwind leg for you guys?
Yeah, we went a bit too far. We should have made an earlier jibe, so we lost there a bit. But we had a really nice run back, really flying over the waves, and finally we were just 5 seconds, or about 5 seconds behind the first one.
Heartbeat finish. So we presented here, and I think the public was very amused.
Thank you very much. Nice one. Okay, so here we have race leaders on the water, Martin and Gerhard. We've seen them in action out there. What was the highlight for you guys?
Radler here at the end.
No advertisement, please.
The sweet taste, no capsize, with the spinnaker.
Was nice, very, very nice.
Cooking. Nice one, guys.
It depends on what you want to ask.
Okay, so here we have Team Svanska. Svanska team. Thomas and Pippi, who we saw out there in action on the 16. Did it get a bit sticky in the bay coming back in?
Never.
For sure. We were lacking of wind, but we couldn't find it, but at last it came. But it was really sticky.
Sticky. A good day out?
Yeah, the surf was really nice outside our Kudia, so it's nice to surf with the 16s. It's lovely.
Fantastic. Well, nice one. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Mark, there seems to be some sort of chat with the Dutch.
Yeah, somebody left a gap, I went for it. If he didn't leave the gap, I wouldn't have gone for it. But there was a gap, I went for it.
You took the mark. You took the mark, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Leave it to the race off. I think I went through the line before I hit the mark. No.
So controversy there on the finish line. Who knows which way that's going to turn? I'll have to speak to the finishing line judges there. And we've got Peter just getting in front of the 16 before the finish.
Yeah.
We saw that battle unfolding. That looked like a real attack that you were putting down there.
Yeah, we want to go first.
Excellent, nice job. You made that Pacific look quick.
Okay, thank you.
So here we have the other German Tiger team of Joachim and HARTMUT from Hamburg. So firstly, Joachim, what was the highlight of the race for you?
Well, I would say that we forgot to take with us the dagger boards. That was really a highlight, so we had to go back and get the dagger boards, which was, well, can you blame yourself more than that? I think that was the highlight, wasn't it?
Yeah. But we were quite good because we already realized that after 10 meters of the start, you know, I think we were real smart. Yeah. And the next highlight was we knew each other 5 minutes, you know, and we really were a great, perfect team.
We really teamed well.
And the downwind was just dreaming, you know, like we were just flying and it was nice.
Yep.
Excellent.
That was great.
Good
Absolutely
day out.
Fantastic.
Cool, nice one, guys. So there we go, all the boats have finished now. I've been crunching the numbers in a dark room to get the results sorted out, and I've done it. I've got the results sorted out. So here are the results. In 10th position, and unfortunately losing out in that battle royale at the end there, was John and Alison in the 16, letting in Peter and Will in the Pacific just a few seconds ahead. And then in 8th position, falling down a little bit inside the bay, making some poor tactical decisions with the wind, or just bad luck, was Joe and Connor on the Hurricane 5.9. And then in 7th position, second Hobie 16, Benedict and Eva. The Hobie 16 was being punished on the early legs by not having the spinnaker. Then in 6th position, in the Tiger class, we had HARTMUT and Joachim from Germany, just being beaten by half a minute by Peter and Jan, also in the Tiger. And then in 4th place and first Tiger was Martin and Gerhard, and they would have won it, but unfortunately they also fell foul of some dirty wind shifts inside the bay here and big holes. So them coming in first, then sat in a hole. The other boats saw where the hole was and could avoid that hole. Then in 3rd position, there was actually a protest between the two Pacifics with spinnakers. There was a little bit of argy-bargy on the finish line, and there has been a time penalty awarded to Mark and Dave, who were on one of the Pacifics with the spinnaker, and it's actually left the two Pacifics on exactly the same corrected time. So the Pacifics of Mark and Dave and Ronald and Harry on equal points there in joint second position. So very well done. And our overall winner on handicap and the winner of the Hobie 16 class again was Thomas and PIPPI, sailing an excellent race, finding the wind and using very good trim and excellent technique. So well done to Thomas and PIPPI for that. So thanks very much for having a look. Thanks to everybody for taking part. Thanks to everybody who made it possible for this great event to go ahead. I think all of the competitors enjoyed nothing short of better than champagne sailing conditions today, regardless of what type of boat they're in. That was some great sailing out there. If you want to be a part of this event in the future, it is always on the 3rd Thursday of September. Just get on the phone to your nearest Wildwind agent, see if you can book up. We might be full already, so get in there quick. And before you know it, well, in a year's time, you could be hurtling around the small island of Varkudi, enjoying what these guys were enjoying today.